Where we start the conversation with parents, whether they're aging or not, is and I would say the questions typically come from either a child or a niece or nephew that is either somewhat successful, somewhat organized, or generally cares and has seen something gone wrong in their life, whether it's through a friend or a neighbor or something else. And it comes from a position of concern, which isn't always a great position to start from. And when we ask the questions or when we coach our clients to ask their parents questions, we want to first ask from the position of, am I actually in a role that I need to be called upon? Whether that could be a trustee, a healthcare power, durable power of attorney, or any of the other many parts in someone's estate plan. Because if you don't even know you're appointed as a backup or a secondary backup, it can be quite the shock if you're thrusted into position. And then you start asking your parents the same questions. Do you have any service providers that you currently work with? Do you have a list of them somewhere? Have you created your own balance sheet? You start asking questions that, as the backup trustee in this example, if you're a backup trustee but don't know where anything is, oh man, you're up the creek without a paddle here. And that can be really challenging for you because what happens is when someone's thrust in that position, they're typically thrust in and need to act quickly. And what quickly is usually requires money and or some quick decision making. And you might not have the chance to get grounded. So you have to start and ask your parents or aunts and uncles or other people in your family. Do you have an estate plan? Who are the positions of power? If gosh forbid something happens to you. And by the way, it's not an if, it is a when. I know that is another hard reality for some. I'm going to put my house in the kid's name if something happens to me. Something will happen. And there's a lot of other considerations before you do something like that. So you want to ask all those questions and start with the person or the people in those trusted positions.